Good morning, everyone. So, proceeding with a new chapter, right? This chapter will deals with geometry. कौन सा डील करसे geometry, in which it is divided into two words, that is geo plus metric. Geo plus metric. Geo means earth. Right? Geography. આવો કંઈક word આવે છે SS માં. That is geo means earth. Right? And metric means measurement. Metric એટલે શું? Measurement. So we are going to deal with the measurement of different shapes, different what we call object that are on earth. આપણા earth ઉપર જે different object છે, right? એનું measurement, earth નું measurement, that gives us geometry. સમજ પડી? And in this chapter we are going to learn about lines and angles. What are lines? How are they formed? What are angles? What type of angles there are? એ આપણે બધું શીખવાનું છે. But before moving with that, the basic necessity, right? A requirement for all living organism. The requirement is food and water. Age नहीं हसे तो we can't live, we can't survive. Similarly, for geometry, the basic requirement is point. The basic requirement is point. It is an undefined term. It has no definition. એની પાસે કઈ definition નથી, but it is an undefined term, and it is represented by dot, right? By which part you can represent? Simply one dot. A dot નું કોઈ measurement હોતું નથી, right? Basic requirement, right? પછી કઈ question arise થયા છે. How many lines can be drawn through a single point? Right? Let's try to draw line from a single point. So let's take one point. Here is one point. So how many lines can be drawn? Let's see one by one. Only one? No. I can draw this way also. Only two? No. I can draw this way also. Only three? No. So we can draw infinite many lines. How many lines can be drawn? Infinite many lines. Or you can say uncountable. Uncountable. We cannot count how many lines are there. We cannot count how many lines are there. So there are uncountable. Barabar? But now what happened? How many lines or lines? Right? So confusing part. Line bhi kidhu, lines bhi kidhu. So okay? How many lines or lines can be drawn through given two distinct point. Distinct point. Distinct. Distinct means what? Two different points. Distinct means what? Two different points. Point A and point B. They are not distinct. They are common points. કારણ કે both are same. જે point A છે તે જ point B છે. બંને same છે. બરાબર? But what about this? Point A, point B. Right? So here we can say that points can be represented by alphabets. અહીંયા કહેવાનું ભૂલી ગયો પણ આપણે સમજી જવાનું કે points ને કેવી રીતે આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરશું? With the help of alphabets, right? Capital alphabets. ચાલો. So here are the two distinct points, different points. So how many lines can be drawn? The condition is there. The line must contain both the points. મારી condition છે. મારી condition છે. શું condition છે? કે લાઈન છે ને કે આ બંને પોઈન્ટ લાઈન પર હોવા જ જોઈએ. બંને પોઈન્ટ ની હોય તો એ લાઈન ફોર્મ થશે. બરાબર? How many lines can be drawn from these two points? One and only. Right? So we can draw one and only one line through these two distinct points. So can I draw like this? Point A, point B. So you can see that I have drawn a line from both the points. Is it so? Is it true? Right. So this figure is wrong. You cannot draw these many lines, right? Because the condition for these two distinct points that a line, that point must be on a line. Line पर होगा જોઈએ. So you can see here A and B are both on the given line. समझ पड़ी गई? समझ पड़ी गई? Starting में point છે તે, right? Now second, next point, it is given to you that a line has no end point, right? A line has no end point on either means what? On both sides. Left hand side भी નથી, right hand side भी નથી. And it is denoted by, be careful, right? Whenever we want to write some line, for that we have to write the name of the line in this manner. આ manner માં જ લખવાનું. ઉપર નાની line draw કરવાની રહેશે. Right? So here is the figure of line AB. What is given to you? Line AB. And you can see that this line is extended in both the directions. Extended means what? It is just moving on, non-stop. It is moving on, right? And you can see that on both the corners there is something arrow. બરાબર? So how we can identify the lines? કે બંને સાઈડ ઉપર જો મને arrow દેખાય તો એ કામ સારું ફિગર હશે, તો એ લાઇન્સ નું ફિગર હશે. Right? So here can we measure it? So આપણે એને મેઝર કરી શકશું. Right? So here line cannot be measured. It cannot be measured. Why? Because it is extended infinitely in both the directions. સમજ પડી? ચાલો. Now let's form a ring. શું ફોર્મ કરીએ છીએ આપણે? Ring. So we can say that, આના પહેલા હું એક સેન્ટેન્સ બોલું છું. Array is a part of line. Array is a part of line. Is it so? છે? લાઈન નો પાર્ટ છે? ચાલો જોઈએ લાઈન નો પાર્ટ છે કે નહીં. Now let's see. This is line, a ring, upon a part of line. So here you can see that what is given to you? Line AB. What is given to you? line AB. If I remove one arrow, right, then it will form a ray AB. So form thase ray AB, right? So ray AB has one end point. A is your end point, or you can say it is a starting point. A શું છે? એક point છે. કાં તો starting point કહેવાશે, કાં તો end point કહેવાશે. એટલે શું છે? A ray has only one end point. It is an initial point. Initial means what? Starting. A કયો point છે? Starting point. So here we can say that A is your starting point. A શું છે? Starting point. And see, it is extending in one direction. એક direction માં extend થયા કરે છે, જ્યા કરે છે. એનું end નથી. That's why it is a ray. That's why it is a ray. And it can be written as ray. Starting point starting માં આવશે. Ending point તો મળે જ નહીં. એટલે જે બીજો point છે તે ત્યાં આવશે. તો આને કેવી રીતે વંચાશે? Ray AB. Ray AB. We cannot write BA. BA नहीं લખાય. કેમ BA नहीं લખાય? B તો કોઈ point છે. End point ને initial point નથી. But if I remove from this side, what will form? Ray. And now it is represented by ray BA. You will represent as a ray BA. Can? What is the reason behind that? Here the B is your starting point. B શું છે અહીંયા? Starting point છે. એટલે જ્યારે બી તમે રે ઇન્ડિકેટ કરો ત્યારે સ્ટાર્ટિંગ પોઈન્ટ પહેલા લખવાનું. સમજ પડે છે? પછી ગમે ત્યાંથી કેમ ના આવતી હોય તે. ચાલો. Can I form again one ray from this given figure? Can I form? Yes. Huh? સાચે બનશે રે? Sure. Can you see ray? હું જોઉં છું. તમને દેખાય છે? Yes. The first ray OA. કઈ રે થવાની? OA. So O will be midpoint. And ray OB. And ray OB. So they are considered as opposite ray. એને કયો રે કહેવાશે? Opposite ray. એ આપણા ચેપ્ટરમાં આવશે એટલા માટે. બરાબર? સમજ પડે છે કે કોઈ લાઈનના વચ્ચે હું પોઈન્ટ લઈ લઉં તો મને બે રે મળે. એક રાઈટ હેન્ડ સાઈડ જતી, એક લેફ્ટ હેન્ડ સાઈડ જતી. તો આને વંચાશે રે OA and that can be written as ray OB. See, the starting, the initial, common O is in both. બંનેમાં છે. સમજ પડે છે? ક્લિયર થાય છે કેવી રીતે ફોર્મ આઉટ થાય છે? And the last one, last એટલે આ ત્રણમાં જે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે, that is a line segment. કોણ છે હવે? A line segment. So again I can say that a line segment is a part of line. Line segment શું છે? It's part of line છે. Can you identify? દેખાય છે? Yes. શું remove કરશો?
Arrows.
Arrow from the left hand side. Arrow from the right hand side. So what will it form? Line segment. So here is your starting point. This one will be your ending point. ये તમારો કયો point થશે? Ending point. So a line segment has two end points and it is denoted by. How we can denote it by? So write both the end points and simply a bar. શું ડ્રો કરવાનું છે એના ઉપર એક બાર જેવું ડ્રો કરવાનું છે. So this is the indication of a line segment, and one note is there. What we can say that a line segment, bolo, can be measured. A line segment can be measured. આપણે line segment measure કરી શકશું. આને બી measure નથી કરી શકતા. Ray cannot be measured. Why? Yes, starting point is there, but ending point is not there. Or we can say, since the ray is extending in one direction, any one direction, we cannot measure the length. So among these three, that is line, ray, and line segment, we can measure line segment, right? And દરેક measurement માં line segment જ આવે છે. If you want to measure the room, perimeter of the room, so you can say that it has two endpoints, first one and the second one. So you can easily measure the length of the wall, or either you can easily measure the length of the board. Here is your starting point and that is your ending point. But if I give one ray, one line, so we cannot measure that thing. So these are the basic concept of geometry, right? આ મગજમાં લોક થઈ ગયું તો તમને જ્યોમેટ્રીમાં વાંધો પડવાનો નથી. Got it? Sure. Now this point is very important. What does it say? If a single straight line can pass through three or more points, right? Chalo, જોઈએ points A, B, C, D. It is not necessary કે A, B, C, D તમે લાઈનમાં જાઓ એના પોઈન્ટ્સ હોવો જોઈએ. So if I draw one line, right, such that the condition is there that all the points must be on the line. Chalo, દેખાય છે all the points on the line? Yes? Then these points, point A, B, C, they are collinear. એટલે કેવા point કહેવાશે? Collinear points. Means what? They are lying on a single line. They are lying on a single line. That's why these points are considered as collinear. Collinear એટલે straight. Linear એટલે straight. But here is A, here is B, and here is C. And if I draw a line, so you can say that all the points are not on the same line. All the points are not on the same line. Same line par nathi. That's why they are non-collinear. એને કેવા કહેવાશે? Non-collinear. એટલે એક જ લાઈન પર નથી. જો એક લાઈન પર દેખાય, so we can say they are collinear. Here you can see the example. A, O, P. They are on same line. That's why they are collinear. But what about C? It is on another line. એ કઈ લાઈન પર છે? બીજી લાઈન પર છે. That's why we can say that A, O, B and C, they are not collinear. Non-collinear. સમજ પડી? collinear કોને કહેવાય? જે એક જ લાઈન પર બેસાશે, they are collinear. બરાબર? These four boys are collinear. Why they are collinear? They are sitting on the same row. Same row માં છે. What about Mooks? Non-collinear. Why? Because he is sitting on another bench. એ જ row ની bench નથી. પણ એ જ row ની bench માં જો બેસેલો છે તો collinear. સમજ પડે? Simple examples. Right? If all the points belongs to same line, then they are collinear. But one of the point slightly ખસી જાય, કે ભાઈ મને નથી ફાવતું થોડું ખસી જાય. They are non-collinear forms. સમજ પડી બંનેનો ડિફરન્સ બહુ જ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે. બરાબર ચાલો. And the godfather, right, that is intersecting lines, right. આ તમારા મગજમાં by hook or by crook you have to fix it in your mind. બરાબર. So when two lines meet at some point, it is not necessary that it must be a center point. કોઈ point ઉપર જો બે લાઈન meet થાય છે, they are said to be intersecting lines. Which type of line they are? They are intersecting lines. Means what? These both lines are cutting each other. એકબીજાને કટ કરે છે. That's why they are intersecting lines. The meeting point is called the point of intersection. The meeting point means what? Line એકબીજાને જે point પર કટ કરશે, that point will be your point of intersection. So here you can see that point O. This point O, that is intersecting point. That point O is intersecting points. ક્લિયર થયું? અહીંયા પહેલા કરતા છે. ચાલો આની સાથે જો થોડું ડીપ માં ડીલિંગ કરીએ. So we can say that four angles are formed. Can you see?
Yes.
Four angles are formed by the intersecting of line. Can you see? Four angles. મને દેખાય છે. તમને દેખાય છે? Yes. વિચારતી. Angle 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time you have to move in clockwise. Perfectly number આપવાનું ગમે તેમ નહીં. બરાબર? ચાલો. Angle 1. Angle 1 can be written as AOD. શું લખાશે? AOD. So angle 1 is equal to angle AOD. So what about angle 2? DOB. That is angle DOB. Angle 3. BOC. Angle BOC. And angle 4. COA. COA. And you can see that O is at the center. બધામાં જ O કાં છે? સેન્ટરમાં છે. So this is the perfect way to write an angles. Right? Sir, can I write this way? DAO. It is wrong. It is wrong. We cannot jump directly from D to A. We cannot jump. समझ पड़े? And second thing you have to keep in mind. What is the point of intersection? O. The center point must be O. But here it is A. तो ये jump नहीं करो. समझ पड़े છે ને શું કહેવું છું તે? Are you getting?
Yes.
हाँ? Clear થયું? એટલે we can't jump. You can write clockwise and anti-clockwise way. If you want to write DOA, it is good. You can write DOA. Why? Because O is at the center. So can I write DOC? It will be straight line. We can't write DOC. સમજ પડે છે ને? Right? હજુ બી થોડું જોઈએ એની અંદર એટલે તમને અહીંયાથી ખ્યાલ આવી જાય. Angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 1 and angle 2 કેવા છે? કેવા છે? રીતિ ને ધારા એ કેવા છે? બાજુ બાજુ. ક્યાં છે? બાજુ બાજુ. So you can see that 1 and 2 they are neighbor of each other. એકબીજાના neighbor છે. તો એને adjacent angle બી કહેવાય. એને કયો એંગલ કહેવાય? adjacent angle બી કહેવાય. પણ આપણે યાદ રાખવાનું છે linear pair. એને કયા એંગલ કહેવાશે? linear pair. બાજુ બાજુમાં છે. અને બંનેનું ટોટલ જો સ્ટ્રેટ લાઈન આવી ને એટલે બંનેનું ટોટલ કેટલું થશે? 180. બરાબર આપણે એવું કરવાનું નથી અહીંયા જે પેર મળે છે that is linear pairs so by intersecting of two lines how many linear pairs are formed four linear pairs are formed right and second vertically opposite angle opposite મારા opposite કોણ છે અને છે ને મારા opposite similarly what will be the opposite of 1 1 and 3 so 1 and 3 they are opposite right that's why they are vertically opposite angle similarly you can see another also 2 and 4 so we can say that 2 and 4 they are vertically opposite angles વિદ્યાર્થી જો પેર ઓડ જ આવે odd ને નીચે even સમજ પડે છે so how many pairs are there two pairs so when two lines intersect each other four pairs of linear and two pairs of vertically opposite angles got it અહીંયા સુધી સમજ પડી ગઈ right આ પોસ્ટ કરી દેવા ક્લિક કરીને you have to write it in your notebook